How's it going, everybody? I am Jason Drum here, and today I am here to bring you my wildcard round recap. Now, this wildcard round was a very interesting wildcard to watch, and I guess without further ado, let's just jump right into this. So, the first game, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cincinnati Bengals. Vegas had a slow start. They tried to make a comeback effort, but it was not enough. They had a really good season despite everything that went wrong with them, from Gruden to Ruggs to Arnett to everything. So good season is not going to count down as a lost season for them, because I think that they won their Super Bowl by even making the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Bengals, Kitty went meow. There was a controversial play about a blown dead play, which should have been replayed, which gave the Bengals a touchdown. But the NFL said that despite the fact that we clearly heard the whistle before the ball was caught, they said the whistle was blown after. I don't think that's right, but it happened. And the Bengals went on to win 26-19. Now up next, we have the Buffalo Bills at home against the New England Patriots. The Buffalo Bills, they were a powerhouse. They had powerhouse drives. They had a strong defense, and the offense was lights out. Josh Allen had an amazing game, and it was just all-around dominance for them. The Patriots, on the other hand, were flat, dead, and were a pretender this whole season, it seems. They need to really take a good, hard, long look in the mirror, see what they need to fix, and where they need to improve. Because this cannot go on for another season for the Patriots, as the Bills just embarrassed them in Buffalo, 47-17. Now we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Eagles, they were flat all around, dead. I didn't really watch this as I was on the road, but just looking at highlights and everything, the Eagles, I mean, they need to reassess everything. They have a good quarterback to build around, but they didn't have it. They look flat. They need to rebuild what they don't have and just make themselves a better unit because they don't have much. They just kind of got carried by by a quarterback and a little bit of a defense and the skeleton of an offense. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, they got the expected win, but they will have a real challenge next week against the Rams, who just beat down relentlessly on the Cardinals, 34-11. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The Buccaneers went on. They won 31-15. They showed that they can win without many weapons. They did that last week. They did it this week against the Eagles. Next week's their real challenge. Now, San Francisco at the Dallas Cowboys. San Francisco was hot out of the gate. They had it going. They had the game in their pocket. But they did something that is not going to work against the Packers. They let their opponents back in when they had the game in the bag. They can't be doing that against the Packers. They're going to lose against the Packers if they do that against them. So they need to figure out to not do that again. Otherwise, they're going to lose. In Dallas, they had a rough start, and they had sky-high expectations, fell completely flat, and the team has to reevaluate their offensive woes. The struggles on offense were put on full display, only barely able to make a comeback, but still it wasn't enough, as the Niners win 23-17. Up next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going on a Super Bowl at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Pittsburgh, they kept it tight at the beginning. They really did a good job trying to pull out a win. They had a really good defensive effort early, keeping the Chiefs at bay, even scoring the first points of the game. But once those points were scored, it opened up the floodgate for the Chiefs, and it was game over. And the Chiefs just completely the Chiefs completely opened up the gates and started scoring relentlessly on the Steelers, who have no real big quarterback play, and they need a new offensive line. This is the expected result, but it was unfortunately Ben's last game as a Steeler, as he is very likely to retire. And yeah, Kansas City, on the other hand, they had a slow start, but once they got started, they were just about unstoppable. And they're going to be able to play the Bills next week. That's probably going to be a win in my mind. It's going to be a close game, but I think after that performance the Bills had, they're going to lose steam. And they're going to have a bad game, I think. But that's for the predictions video, so I'm in the wrong video here. Up next, we have the final game, the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. Now, I just finished streaming this, and it was a complete domination by the Rams. I have renewed faith in this team, as they have finally proven that they can win a game dominantly from start to finish. That was what they lacked throughout the whole season, was the dominant game against a good opponent. They had a dominant game against the Cowboys or against the Jaguars, but It's the Jaguars. Everyone beats the Jaguars. But yeah, the except the Colts. The Colts also lose to the Jaguars. Yeah, that's big of note. But anyway, the Rams just had a really good game all around. The defense played amazing. Stafford played mistake-free football, and they got it going good. The Cardinals, on the other hand, they were flat. I mean, there's no other way to put it. The offensive line was cut through like butter. J.J. Watt didn't make much noise. The offense couldn't get anything going until the Rams were playing prevent defense late in the third quarter. And yeah, it was just complete domination by the Rams. The Rams won that one 34-11, and they get a date with Tampa Bay next week. But yeah, that's just a brief recap of every video from this week in the NFL, or from every game this week in the NFL and the wild card round. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with the power rankings. And also, I want to say a huge thank you to anyone who checked out the stream last night against the Rams and not the Cardinals. That was a really special stream for me. Really enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to streaming 2 more games next weekend, and we get another horns up this week. So, good time, good times ahead. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out and have a good one.